The Vatican Council is teaching that Eucharist is the source and summit of Christian life. And it is also the heart and strength of Christians around the world. And it gives meanings to millions of people who lost that meaning in some time in their life. Corpus Christi is a beautiful celebration of the liturgical calendar year of the Catholic Church. And we do have many celebrations down through the year, especially after the season of Easter. And what does this all mean to us as Catholics? Are they simply rituals, or do they mean something more than that? I think Church is teaching something more beautiful about all these celebrations. They are not merely rituals. These are celebrations like the one that we have on this coming Sunday, the feast of the Corpus Christi, the body and blood of Christ, they all are the moments that we encounter Christ in our life. Corpus Christi, the feast of the body and blood of Christ. Down through the centuries, billions of Christians and Catholics around the world encountered Christ in the Holy Eucharist. And people all have amazed, overwhelmed, and been inspired and touched by this wonderful sacrament. The Vatican Council is teaching that Eucharist is the source and summit of Christian life. And it is also the heart and strength of Christians around the world. And it gives meanings to millions of people who lost that meaning in some time in their life. There are people whose stories of celebrations of the Eucharist in the camps, in the slavery situations, imprisonment are quite notable in the history of the Church. A couple of people whom I should mention today is one, this beautiful Chinese Archbishop who was imprisoned in China for 21 years. And when the jailer asked him to do something for his leisure time, permitting him a couple of hours a week, then what he said that he is interested to do is all about celebrating the Holy Eucharist. And there is this another wonderful Polish Jesuit, who is an American, who was sent on a mission to Russia, caught in and imprisoned as a spy, later on proved to be innocent. All he wanted to do in the prison cell, gathering the prisoners, fostering their faith, celebrating the Holy Eucharist for them. And he says that I will take any risk, go any mile. I will risk my life to bring the bread of life to these people who are around me, because this Eucharist, in this darkest moments of our life, bringing a lot of meaning to each of us. It is filling our life. I will go any length, suffer any inconvenience, take any risk to make available this bread of life to these men who are with me in this darkest moments of their life. That is the power of the Holy Eucharist. And what this Holy Eucharist is making us as we consume it, as we receive it, how much we value the Holy Eucharist in our lives. Especially as I mentioned, these people who were imprisoned, the hardest moments of their life, they have valued it so much close to their heart. How much more we should value Jesus in the Holy Eucharist in our life. Once this priest who was pouring down these unconsecrated wafers into the ciborium, and few fell down, and picking one of them from the ground in order of disposing it, he just said it to the people around, picking one wafer, one non-consecrated bread in his hand. He said that what this could become. My friends, when we receive the Holy Eucharist, what could we become? When we receive it with all our senses open, all our spiritual desire to consume Jesus in the Holy Sacrament with all our heart, what this becomes in our life. Greatest church fathers like St. Thomas Aquinas, St. Augustine, St. John Chrysostom, all exclaims the beauty and the power of the Holy Eucharist. As St. John Chrysostom tells that what the communicants become in their life after receiving the Holy Communion, because we are in communion with others. As few grains of wheat pounded and made into one bread, which is consecrated and become the bread of in the Eucharist, and few raisins, few wine, they are just crushed and made into this wine that we use for the Mass. As it all become one, we all are called to be one in the Holy Eucharist. And the Holy Communicants become one member, one part of the Church. The greatest gifts that Jesus offered to us, to the whole world, after his death and resurrection, is the Holy Eucharist and the Holy Mother. Holy Eucharist is his gift to us, that we participate in it, that he is walking with us in all that we do, and he becomes us, and we are in a way, other way to become him. And Holy Mother of God, that we celebrate each time in our private devotions, is always showing us the way to Christ. And she is the first tabernacle. Upon the visitation to her cousin Elizabeth, she was carrying Jesus, and in that greeting we see that this wonderful encounter of divine human happening over there. My friends, we receive Jesus and we become the tabernacles of Jesus, moving around wherever we are. And what we become is to be happening with that awareness that Jesus is so much interested to be the part of our life. As we celebrate this wonderful feast of Corpus Christi, ask the good Lord to help us, that as Christ becomes us, that we become like Christ in our daily life.